So to do a punch wall front 180, you need two things. You need to already know how to do a punch wall front flip, and you need to know how to do a front flip with a half twist. So you're gonna go into this flip the same way you would for a punch wall front flip. So you're gonna jump off your dominant leg and then hit the wall with both feet together. This trick is a lot easier to learn when you have a slight angled wall. You don't wanna make sure it's too angled, because if it's too angled, you won't be able to get as much distance away from the wall. So just like a punch wall front flip, you jump off one foot, land both feet together on the wall with your arms up like this, and jump up. When you jump up, make sure you straighten out your knees, because when you hit the wall, they're gonna be slightly bent. Straighten out your knees and throw your arms up to get as much height as possible. At this point, you've jumped up, making sure you're not too angled, because if you're too angled, you'll get too much distance away from the wall and no height. So you jump up, making sure you get a lot of height and not too much distance. Then you're gonna bring your hands to your knees. The reason we do this for a punch wall front 180 is so that you wanna make sure you get the full rotation. So what we're gonna do for this tutorial, we're actually gonna start the front flip by touching your knees, and then we're gonna do the half twist. So the reason we do this is because we're doing it off a wall. A lot of people tend to jump and try and spin too early, and then they won't get the proper flip, or they won't get enough distance, and they'll land and hit their feet on the wall. So another reason that we kind of tuck a little bit before starting to spin is you can actually spot the ground more. We're starting the flip a little bit under flipped because we're starting with the chest backwards like this. So we have to compensate by flipping a little this way. So since our body is flipped a little from the tuck, we can actually spot the ground the full time during the flip. Just like you would for a front flip 180, you can spot one dot on the ground. So for a front flip 180, I can actually do the flip with the half twist and keep my eyes on the ground the entire time by going like this. It's the same principle for the punch wall front 180. By doing the flip early, we're allowing our body to flip more, so we can actually spot the ground during the entire flip, which makes it a lot easier to land. It also gives us extra momentum for the flip. By tucking earlier, you're getting a lot of flip momentum before doing the twist. Another thing that it does is it gives us control. By starting the flip before you twist, you're not twisting right off of the wall and losing control and going off axis. We're actually flipping first, making sure we're on the right axis and we're straight, and then doing the twist. So we're gonna go into it the same way we would for a punch wall front flip. Jump up and tuck. You wanna make sure you don't tuck too much. So you just wanna kind of slap your knees to make sure they're close enough, and then you're gonna go for the half twist. So when you go for the half twist, you're gonna slightly straighten out your body. If you straighten out your body too much, this twist will be really easy, but it'll make the flip harder. So over time and with practice, you'll be able to straighten out your body a little more so that you can twist faster. But for now, try and only bend your knees about this much. So at this point, you're in the air, you've opened up to twist, and you can keep your eyes on the ground the entire time. So for me, it would be around here. So I'm gonna be doing my flip around this, and I'll look at the ground the entire time during the flip.